Before we go further, let us learn about different type of facts and fact tables. We have additive facts, we have semi-additive facts, and then we have non-additive facts. Additive facts are facts that can be summed up through all of the dimensions in the fact table. A sales fact is a good example for additive fact because the sale quantity can be summed up across all dimensions like product dimension and the time dimension. A semi-additive fact are facts that can be summed up only for some of the dimensions in the fact table, but not all of them. For example, daily balance of an account in a bank can be summed up through customers or through all different accounts that the customer has, but not through the time dimension, because the daily balance of today and tomorrow, when added up, will not give the correct picture of the daily balance. Non-additive facts are facts that cannot be summed up for any of the dimensions present in the fact table. Facts which have percentages, ratios, those facts cannot be summed up across any dimensions, because if you sum up all the percentages, the data would not be correct. Next, we will talk about is types of fact tables. We have transaction fact, we have periodic snapshots, and we have accumulating snapshots. Now, a transactional fact is the most basic and widely used. As the name suggests, it stores data for all transactions that happen for the system. For example, every line item that appears on an invoice or every sales that happen in a store can be stored in a transactional fact table. Periodic snapshot fact table stores data that is a snapshot at a particular point in time. Many times, business has a requirement where they need to compare today's data with yesterday's data or current month's data to previous month's data. So in that case, we need to store snapshots of data. For example, in previous slide, we talked about account balance as a type of fact. These type of facts can be stored as snapshots because then we can compare what the balance was yesterday to what it is today. Now, the third type of fact table we have is the accumulating snapshot fact table. This type of fact table is used to store data that describes activity of a business process that has clear beginning and end. It is used to store information about various milestones that happen in the process. This type of fact table therefore has multiple date columns to represent milestones in the process. A good example of accumulating snapshot fact table is processing a purchase order. So as the purchase order is processed, it goes through various stages like creation of the order or approval of the order and finally the delivery of the order. So each of these dates mark a milestone, and this information can be stored in an accumulating snapshot table. Now this slide shows the picture of various fact tables that we talked about. The first one is the transactional fact table. The second one is the snapshot fact table showing the balance. And the third one is the accumulating fact table showing various dates in the purchasing order processing.